We're after this of fame today. That's what we're doing. I really need to get some jewels. I don't have any tier jewels. I don't have any good circle jewels. But I got marginally more accuracy. Actually, I didn't, cause the jewel. But Pierce went down, pip chance went down, but it's okay. You know, we gained 1% damage. That's what matters. Never stop gambling. And I believe, is it Serpent Island that has the butterfly? Do I even have the quest? I don't have the quest. That's right. It starts after. What's it called? Sardonyx. Okay, gold. Yup.
At the edge of the room, you see several mantis spirits flickering in and out. They seem greatly agitated.
I sense a light in your heart. Is this so? We would help you then, Lightbringer, but we are the barest of memories.
Alright. And save the thumbnail. Let's go.
We came here to find a weapon to use against the Shadow Queen, but her minion, Papa Jacobo, consumed us. The door to the upper chamber is locked, but the key is hidden in this room. Take it and blast Papa Jacobo to a
I'm hungry, feeding on chaos and living in shadow. Where do I begin? I'll cut your life into pieces!
This is my last resort.
Slow down. Unless we focus, we won't break ground. We said we wouldn't yet, but somehow we ended up in smoke clouds. Yeah, it's about time. We trusted and ignored the road signs. Let's go another round for old time's sake. Making our way along the slow tides with closed eyes.
I never realized I was spread too thin. Celestial Phoenix, she's long destroyed. All that is left is this petrified egg.
You find the egg that Papa Jacobo mentioned. It certainly seems petrified. There's no other signs of a living phoenix. You hope Amelia Stardust can use this egg somehow.
Big shout out to whoever decided to make these marks not get used up every single time.
The Celestial Phoenix was gone? That is dire news. But let me see this egg you speak of. I think, if I'm right, all is far from lost. Place the rekindled star stuff there, at the center point. Now lay the egg in the central hollow with the star stuff, and let us see how well the spiral remembers.
I love this cutscene.
The egg reveals a being of nearly pure starlight and starfire. The Celestial Phoenix is magnificent. She screams at the dark sky and spreads her wings. The star stuff you've restored launches itself up into the heavens. As the star stuff soars up and up, you hear a faint melody, a tintinnabulation of the heavens growing louder and louder.
Radiance is reborn!
That is what it's called.
By the spiral, wizard! Look at what you've done! A castle in the stars! I could not be prouder of you, kind wizard. You've managed to restore another degree of light to this land. Before you travel to the heart of Morganthe's power, you must explore the celestial castle, Radiance Reborn. Learn what you can to arm yourself for the war with shadow that lies ahead of you. Morganthe's fury grows with each step you take. The Celestial Phoenix will take you up to the Star Castle, where Amelia Stardust is waiting for you. Be safe, wizard.
Welcome, Spellbinder, Wizard, Lightbringer. Welcome to Radiance Reborn. I was here when the Arachna brought a young woman filled with promise and potential to the Alcazar of Radiant Judgment. Although the Burrowers and Arachna had a history of wars, the Astral Shrines were neutral ground, and things were calm then. But Morganthe could not grasp the grace of our magic. She needed something solid to hold, not ephemeral like starlight. The subtle nature of the stars incensed her, and though she was not capable of learning it, she was strong enough to destroy it. Go speak to the celestial powers that you have restored. Learn what you can from them, then find me here.
Greetings, Wizard. Although we are eternal and you are not, I will be indebted to you for your brief span. Star magic, as you know, is the magic of auras. They are a cold, clear, guiding light that enhances your abilities. Dark Morganthe came here with a shadow across her heart. She wanted to force the stars to her whims. That is not our nature.
Wizard, together we have reignited the heavens. The stars glow serenely in their place. They will witness your victory. Morganthe corrupted the moon shrine and obliterated the stars, but she first touched shadow in the place of the sun. You must reach the solar arc if you wish to better understand the magic of shadow.
It is said that Morganthe tried to find the shadows behind the stars. That she wished to turn auras into weapons. She does not fail to reach for greatness, but when she stumbles, she does not learn. Instead, she lashes out. You must be careful not to let your quest for knowledge become a self-destructive thirst for power.
Welcome, Wizard. I can see the shape of your heart. It is a good one. Tell Amelia Stardust it is time for you to walk in the chambers of the mind. I wish you luck.
The Phoenix said that you were to walk in the chambers of the mind? It is as I thought. In order to face the Shadow Queen, you have to understand where Morganthe came from and the shape of her heart. Clear your thoughts and meet me in front of the chambers of the mind.
Getting pet snacks, that's always nice.
You sense a swirl of energies from behind these doors, some distantly familiar and some very strange. None of it is warm.
The chambers of the mind let you see Morganthe's dreams. These are fragments of her past, but shaped by time and prejudice. Of course, like all true visions, these can hurt you. Are you ready to walk in Morganthe's dreams? Enter the first chamber of the mind. You will see and hear one of Morganthe's earliest memories. Remember, these are true things, but colored by how she remembers them.
Morganthe, are you listening to me? Do what I say, and Artorias will fall. I have no patience to watch the people suffer while he dithers. I gazed upon the divining treasure, and it showed me the land will wither under his rule. The old way, the old king, is gone. This toothless bear lets too many foes nip at his heels. The people need a new, strong sword to follow. Once I sabotage his armor, the next friendly duel he accepts will be his last.
If only Mallory would see there is another way. The Frowdling magic holds the key to getting what we want, without hurting anybody.
You are meeting a Spriggan here? I will not treat with those dishonorable savages.
You will not treat with whom, Poxy Knight? I have brought the horned crown that Lady Morganthe requested. It is potent magic of darkness and shadow. You have my reward.
Foul creature, your reward will be my blade.
One thing that I heard about is that if you have any sort of willcast pet for things like the magic weaving quests and this...
You betray our pact! May your victory turn to ashes!
Morganthe, take the horned crown and hide it away. I must go and ensure Artorias' armor is not fit for battle. If for whatever reason my plan is spoiled, then you must use the horned crown to enslave the king.
Brother, if your plan goes awry, I could not live on in Avalon without you. The Horned Crown contains a power I've not encountered in any of Merle Ambrose's teachings. It twists and turns by itself. I wonder if Ambrose has any theory of it inscribed in his tomes of forbidden knowledge.
Go, little sister, and prepare. I will see you when all of this is done, and but a memory.
But yeah, it's like if you have a Willcast pet, like Frozen Kraken or Earthwalker, it is so helpful in the weaving quests. And then I wish I had one for the chambers as well, because that would be very nice.
Are you recovered from the first dream? Enter the second chamber of the mind. Another time, another place, another dream. Remember, these are true things, but Morganthe's age and temperament color them.
Adept Morganthe, do you know why you were sent here? Can you fathom the chaos and pain you caused? What toll you almost cost us?
Of course I know why I'm here, you prattling fool. I failed. Not for breaking the rules, but because I bungled it openly.
If it had not been for the swift intervention and ceaseless aid of Sylvia and myself, Wizard City might be a smoldering ruin. You think the astral schools are playthings and the spiral worlds a game board or laboratory to practice upon?
Aren't they? Someone needs to understand the boundaries of the spiral and figure out which rules can be bent and which broken.
Your punishment is a suspension of magical studies for the immediate future. Give me your wand.
What? My wand? You pompous, arrogant, stuffed shirt! I'll give you my wand.
Nope.
You are skilled, but there is much left for you to learn. Impudent child.
Enough! What is going on here? Malistaire, Morganthe, enough of this madness.
Headmaster, I was only teaching Morganthe how little she knows.
Malistaire, I expected you to handle this prudently, not to wage war on each other. And Morganthe, oh, Morganthe, you disappoint me. Never mind, Malistaire. Asking you to censure Morganthe was my failing, as was my inability to teach her caution and mercy. Morganthe, for placing Ravenwood in dire jeopardy, and for your utter lack of remorse, there can be only one punishment. I must take away your wand and your deck of spells.
No, don't you dare! Don't you think that you can do this to me for 1 second? I won't let you. I can't live without my magic.
And expel you from Ravenwood. May you find your true self out in the spiral.
No!
We must all learn our lessons from this tragic series of events, or else we will be doomed to repeat them.
You look pale and unsteady. Will you be all right? It is time to enter the third and final chamber of the mind. As I've said before, these are true things, but memory is a fickle and unreliable partner.
As promised, we found a world of wonders and untapped riches, did we not? The crew is eager to disembark. Shame you didn't want to stay longer at the Alcazar. Those burrowers had some lovely jewels and artwork. Fetch a pretty penny. Still, after we see what this hive has to offer, whether its primitives can teach you the magic you seek, we can go back there.
Blasted astral magic. Too slippery to grasp. I swear I'll master it one day, or burn the lot of it to ash.
With luck, you'll get a nice shiny deck of cards from these Arachna Magi, and me crew will be able to explore. What have we here?
Trespassers in the recluse chamber? Summon the Arachna Skinners. Do not let them escape.
No, you don't understand. I'm a simple Skyway captain, and this is me charge, Lady Morganthe, and we are looking for...
Die, burrower scum.
Quick, girl. We best be running before... Too late!
Ah, the intruders. You cannot escape the shadow web. Once we deal with you, we will find your ship and your crew and hang them up. Surrender and I can ensure you feel little pain. Be pleased that you shall feed the next generation of warriors.
Skinner, hold your weapon. Take the pathetic rat away to do as you like. But we wish to examine this strange one.
That does not sound good.
She may prove to be the one we are searching for. The chosen one of the Grand Prophecy, if she survives the testing.
It is over, Spellbinder. From here, you must travel to the Mantis capital of Sardonyx. Use this crystal to illuminate the teleporter to hasten your voyage.
Young wizard, I am thrilled by the progress you have made. Simply look at this place. Gorgeous, wonderful, scintillating. You have restored 2 of the great astral artifacts of this world, the moon and stars. Once you fix up the solar arc, I'm sure there's no way for Morganthe to maintain her grip on this world. Have you found it yet?
I'm doing my best.
Spellbinder, the solar arc lies in the Badlands of the Khanda Desert, beyond the city of Sardonyx. It has been lost to us since Morganthe proclaimed it forbidden to all. I am sending you to an ally of Radiance. Travel to the city of Sardonyx. Bring word to the monks that Radiance is reborn, and they can help you find the solar arc.
As in Bastion, the mana globes seem to flicker and awaken, responding to your presence.
You need a priest. Sorry, the shrine is closed on orders of the Umbra Legion. Oh, you were sent by the spirit caretaker of Radiance Reborn? Did those mana globes activate on your arrival? Oh my! You're are you? I had heard rumors from across the sea, but never believed a word. You know how soldiers are. Oh my! There's not a moment to lose. Come, follow me outside. I am Ezekiel the Lucent, and this is the city of Zotake Zangziun, the city of Sardonyx. How can I best help you? The solar arc? That's just a story. Well, never mind. Of course we can find it. We need to rally support for that endeavor by sending a signal to the city. The mystic Colossus could be such a sign. However, the statue was taken to Deadleaf Tower by Zuska the Swirling Leaf. Can you recover it?
The mystic Colossus, yes. I had the Riptide Goliaths remove it from the plaza on orders of Warlord Baelor the Broken Fang. Even if you defeat me, you'll still be denied.
Like my lungs are out of plaster. I feel like I just had enough. My thoughts are coming to a stop. Stuck in the deadlock, not moving forward, dwelling non-stop. Our minds are misbehaving constantly.
May the shadows swallow you, Spellbinder.
Oh yeah, totally, Gonzalo.
The statue has been broken up into pieces, and Zuska has already fled. Take this part back to Ezekiel and hear his thoughts.
Broken into pieces? Those fiends! If Zuska used the Riptide Goliaths to move the Mystic Colossus, then they might know where the other 2 pieces are. They aren't very clever, but they can be aggressive. Do you think you can handle them? Question the Riptide Goliaths and find the remaining pieces of the Mystic Colossus.
In the spring.
Colossus taken to Lisa the Shipbreaker in Sea Tower.
You want the Mystic Colossus? Never! Ha ha ha! I'll shatter you like a boat tossed about in the maelstrom.
Our minds are misbehaving, constantly deviating, anticipating the worst outcome.
doesn't matter. I've hidden my piece of the Colossus on a giant sea bug, and soon it will be lost at sea.
Aha! You found a second piece of the Mystic Colossus. However, you're pretty sure there's still one piece missing.
Well done, Spellbinder. How are we to find the last piece of the Mystic Colossus? Wait, Josette the Red Nail is a merchant who is a font of rumors. Josette is always in the marketplace. Ask her if she has heard anything about the Mystic Colossus, and if so, track it down.
They're officially level 101. Become an Excelsior. Love that.
You are a friend of Ezekiel's? Normally, for such news, I would insist you do me a favor, but it is for Ezekiel. Take this key to slip into the palace courtyard. It will also get you into the palace itself by the walking stick gate. I heard one of the ruling council took the statue piece. Zelda the Phantom Knight. She is the head of the hunters, so beware.
Say now, you ain't following me, are you, Wizard? Just fooling. You're actually just the person I need to talk to. I came to rustle up a few of the iron butterflies from the Garden of Vita, but they done all fluttered away. I'd sure hate to see them get harmed, what with all this fussing and fighting going on here in Khrysalis. Would you do me a favor and keep an eye out for the iron butterflies while you're out walking this land?
I am Zelda the Phantom Knight, head of the Hunters, and once a member of the ruling Troika. I was demoted recently to that of a common laborer, moving pieces of statuary. You might say I have some anger to work out. Take your prize and leave me in my shame. I have nothing left.
The third piece of the Mystic Colossus. That should be all of them.
By the stars, you've recovered all the pieces of the Colossus. You had to face Zelda the Phantom Knight? I'm impressed you defeated her, but this news of her demotion is not good at all. Spellbinder, rebuild the Mystic Colossus to let the denizens of Zatake Zengziyun know a new day is dawning. I'll watch from here.
It's nice of Ezekiel to watch you do the hard work and make sure it all goes smoothly.
So true.
As with the arcane Colossus in Bastion, you feel a core connection to the statue. The Mystic Colossus appears to be fully charged and now radiates great currents of magic.
Amazing! Let all in Zatake Zengziyun rejoice. I just hope Warlord Baelor doesn't retaliate. You have done great deeds on both sides of the Starfall Sea. Your stories of the restoration of Bastion inspire me. You have not only rebuilt the Mystic Colossus, but infused it with mana. Enough so we can empower the ancient teleporter. Use the teleporter to return to Bastion and let Zaltana the Mirror Mask know where we stand. Zaltana may have insight on how we can inspire the people here to rise up against the Shadow Queen. Bring me her words.
Spellbinder, I grew worried about you. You have reopened the way to Sardonyx. Wonderful. I have not been back for many years. Because of that, it is hard for me to give you or Ezekiel any solid advice. And there is still much to do here. However, take Zerozinia the Death Song back with you. Her work here is finished, and she knows Sardonyx far better than I do.
I would be honored to accompany you, Spellbinder.
Who is this? Zarozini of the Death Song. Your reputation precedes you.
Tell me, what is going on in Sardonyx, monk?
She's on our side, correct? It is easier to show you around than for me to explain it all. Spellbinder, can you take Zarozini to see her family home?
We will take a quick tour through the city. I need to see what has changed. You can see the iron gates are closed. That is normal, but the troop concentration is very high. There is a peculiar feeling in the air. It tastes hot, acrid. The shadow is suffocating them. Zartekazang Sardonyx, if you prefer, has always been ruled equally by the Troika. One member is a representative of the Honorable Warrior Sisters, the Hunters, like myself. One is a leader of the savvy and well-traveled Trader Sisters, or merchants. And one is a male.
Okay, bro.
If Zelda the Phantom Knight was demoted, as you said, this bodes ill. This area is taken up by estates of the old families and...
Halt! You there! Warlord Baylor orders you to come with us, or you'll face our spears.
You have no idea who we are, do you? Let's move away quickly, before more guards come. This is my family estate. It is hard to be back here after all I've seen in the world. Leave me be for a bit. Go back to Ezekiel while I see what I can find out.
I'm sure much has changed for Zarozini, and as a young nymph, she would have bought fully into the Shadow Queen's rule. But we must show all the people how much things have changed. To spread the message, we'll need help. Take these letters to my brother monks, Zed and Hosa. Tell them to light the mana fires outside their posts.
Greetings, Spellbinder. It is an honor to meet you. Let us light the mana fire together. Brother Zed's post is in the market.
The place has been ransacked, and there's no sign of Zed about. Best tell Ezekiel.
Zed's dead? Oh, Zed might not be dead, but his post has been ransacked and there was no sign of him. I knew Warlord Baylor might retaliate. Since you bested her, Zelda the Phantom Knight has been meditating in the market. She may be willing to talk about
You have
Zed.
already bested me once, Spellbinder. Must you shame me more this day? Brother Zed is gone, his post ruined. I had not heard this grim news. The Warlord's reach grows bolder with each passing hour. As I told you, I am no longer an insider, even more now with my humiliating failure. I can tell you nothing about Zed's fate. If I were you, I would seek out Nadeza the Spicier. She rules the merchants and sits on the council.
Should I know you, stranger? Brother Zed, is he supposed to have done something seditious? He isn't part of the anarchistic fifth column, is he? No. He should have many friends around the market. Let me give you a list of houses to
Brother
check.
Zed? No, I haven't seen him.
I don't see anything. I don't know anything. Please, leave.
Listen, I don't know anything about Zed. Who sent you? Please, don't let the sentry see you talking
You
to
are still looking into Zed's disappearance. You are tenacious, aren't you? After you sought me out, I made some inquiries. There are many strange and troubling stories flitting about Sardonyx. From what I gleaned, Brother Zed was seen in the Tower of Pale Beauty. That is a moth place, so I don't know what he's up to. I would stay out of the affairs of moths and mantises if I were you, stranger. But if you must continue looking, look there.
Spellbinder. The Shadow Queen warned us you'd be sniffing about. Warm blood, hairless mouse, antennaless freak.
I knew you'd be searching for this useless traitor Zed. Prepare to be beaten and caged!
won't break ground. We said we wouldn't yet, but somehow we ended up in smoke clouds. Yeah, it's about time we trusted and ignored the road signs. Let's go another round for old time's sake, making our way along the slow tides with closed eyes.
Blinded by the light, I cannot escape the death spiral!
I saw what he did there for a moment there.
That was amazing, Spellbinder. Can you get me home?
Yeah, I got you, gang.
By the stars, I don't know how you knew where to find me, but I cannot thank you enough. You are allied with Ezekiel?
Alright, I fought that boss with a resist pet on. Interesting.
Ezekiel sent you to find me? Please, let me see his message. Oh my! He thinks you are... Can you help light the mana flame? With luck, the symbol will inspire more and more mantises to rise against the Shadow Queen. Once that is done, can you find Odessa the Spice Seer and tell her what befell me with that dreadful moth, Dreppa Hooktip? I don't think Nadeza meant to betray me, nor do I think she fully realizes the depths of the Shadow Queen's evil. Besides, everyone deserves a second chance.
Upon lighting the mana flame, you sense more and more mantises peering curiously at you. Few look openly, but you feel many eyes and antennae on you. They watch from behind windows and around corners.
You? I mean, I did not expect to see you again. You defeated Dreppa Hooktip and freed Zed? Is it wise to tell me this? Zed specifically told you to talk to me about the Monks of Lost Light, and the Fifth Column, and the Shadow Queen? The open air is no place for this kind of talk. Come inside. You seem wary, anxious. What do you think is going to happen here? I will make some tea and you will tell me what you need to. Tell me of where you come from, or what you saw on the far side of the Starfall Sea, or what you believe the Shadow Queen desires. Wait, what was that noise?
Traitors! Baylor say, come with us to jail and execution, or else we kill you now.
Foolish creature! I am Nadeza the Spice Seer, one of the ruling members of the Troika. I order you...
Silence! Baylor say, take you too. We tell Baylor, get you another time.
I cannot believe what just happened. This is impossible. Let us see what is happening on the street. Still quiet out here. Good. I was afraid there might be open fighting. I truly did not expect you to say anything that would have changed my mind or my allegiance, Spellbinder. But Warlord Baylor has turned me fully to your side. If Warlord Baylor has demoted Zelda and sought to imprison me, it makes sense he'll go for Zorak next. Zorak is the third member of the Troika Council. He is the representative of the Workers' Guild. Spellbinder, can you hurry over to Zorak's home and warn him?
You see the all-too-familiar signs of struggle. Was that a noise from inside?
Ha! Fleshling! We knew you put face in here. Bah! We lose, but still win. Zorak already at Troika Palace.
Zorak's been taken to the Troika Palace? This is dire news.
Tell us what you observed.
Warlord Baylor is moving quickly against any possible opposition to the Shadow Queen.
You set all of this in motion, didn't you, Spellbinder?
I'm not sure it matters, as Baylor and the Shadow Queen are showing their ruthlessness and paranoia. Spellbinder, will you go to the Troika Palace and try to rescue Zorak? This medallion will let you in through the patron gate. Once you find him, accompany him back here.
So, you are the so-called mighty Spellbinder I've heard so much about, is that right? Welcome to the Troika Palace. I am Zorak, the newly appointed despot of Zarteki-Zangzian. The Troika has been disbanded, and I am the last mantis standing. You, of course, may refer to me as the lone locust of the apocalypse. Think of me when you look to the night sky. Last prayer, hunters! Break the Spellbinder! but refrain from delivering a fatal blow. When defeated, bring the prisoner to me. Warlord Baylor will want a prize for the Shadow Queen.
We have lost our way in the dark. Stars, guide us to a path of repentance.
Might look into it.
You don't see Nadeza or Zelda, but there are telltale signs of fighting. Over there, a mantis appears to be signaling.
Stranger, your friends, the council members, Nadeza the Spiceseer and Zelda the Phantom Knight, were attacked by Goliaths. They fought valiantly, but were overwhelmed and dragged off in chains.
Spellbinder, this is catastrophic news. I don't have any idea what we should do now. Rescue Nadeza and Zelda. Of course, of course! Quick, fetch Zerozini the Death Song and bring her back here. I'll feel better if you have some support.
I've seen lots of soldiers running around. What kind of nest have you kicked open this time, Spellbinder? Of course I will assist you. Lead on.
Good. Excellent. You found her. What do we do now? They could have taken Nadeza and Zelda to any number of grim prisons.
Do the hunters still use the Diabolica garrison as their planning center?
Why, yes, I believe so.
Simple then. We fight our way in and determine where they are holding our allies.
You discover a scroll on the top of the pile that looks freshly signed. You open it and read.
I, the newly appointed Despot Zorak, order the second column to round up any suspected traitors to the Shadow Queen. I have included a list of these seditious rebels of this so-called fifth column and other suspicious individuals. They should be treated as dangerous and imprisoned at once. Despot Zorak, on behalf of Warlord Baylor the Broken Fang.
Let me see the list. Of the mantises of Sardonyx unnamed. They'll burn the city down to keep their hooks in it.
Column rebels in the Diabolica garrison? That just makes it easier to cross you off my list.
Feels like my lungs are out of plaster. I feel like I just had enough. My thoughts are coming to a stop. Stuck in a deadlock, not moving forward, dwelling non-stop. Our minds are misbehaving, constantly deviating, anticipating the worst outcome.
Where are Nadeza, the Spiceseer, and Zelda the Phantom Knight being held?
In the Troika dungeons, but they'll have company soon.
Nope, or don't.
We must rescue our allies, but if the second column is marching on the town, we must warn those we can, yes? Take Zerozini and warn the people.
We'll go as fast as we can.
Keep watch for the floating eyes of the Shadow Queen. If you smash any that you find, the troops may be slowed down.
The second column is looking for me. Thank you for the warning, stranger. The second column is looking for me. Thank you for the warning, stranger.
Just me, or did they have the same voice
The
actor?
second column is looking for me? Thank you for the warning, stranger.
At least she sounded.
You put yourself at risk to warn me? I will not forget this, Lightbringer.
People are talking.
I feel much better knowing we've raised the alarm across the city. You need to go into the Troika Palace and rescue the prisoners. However, they'll be watching the main gates.
It has been a long time, but I remember how to get in through the Soothsayer Gate. I will open it for you and meet you inside. You have been here more recently than me. Lead on, Spellbinder.
Spellbinder, I see you bested my guards. But as you see, it was not enough to free your friends.
Zorak, can't you see the Shadow Queen has no love for us? She's turning Mantis against Mantis.
Despot Zorak to you, nameless political dissident. Guards, make an example of them. Bring their remains to me in the dungeons.
We have failed, and now there's nothing to stop you from chasing Despot Zorak down into the dungeons.
Wizard, we are watching your victories. Be aware that one of Morganthe's warlords is skulking about, the Dreadbear Baelor. Baelor hails from Avalon, but he studied with the battle wizards of Dragonspire and is protected by draconian-forged armor. Further, since the repair of Eclipse Tower and defeat of Ghost Dog, Morganthe has empowered her warlords with shadow magic.
What is left of the Spellbinder? No! It cannot be! How could you have bested my guards? I am the lone locust of the apocalypse!
Zorak, you are nothing.
You are right. I surrender. Here is the key to the dungeons. Don't bite my head off!
I'll bite your head off and place it on a stake. But first, Spellbinder, we fight. This will be a joy, with the scent of hot blood and the sound of screams.
I would lie if I said that I don't kinda like all these games that we play. I like to play pretend, but in the end, feels like we are frozen in time.
By the shadow, it cannot be. The day is yours, but know that we shall meet again for the reckoning.
That's actually a good death ring. Pretty solid.
Spellbinder, I cannot believe you won that battle. I owe you a great deal, it seems.
We are both in your debt, but let us shed this place and return to friendly faces. Zorak can stay here for now.
Damn, he got thrown in jail. That's crazy. Alright, that is going to bring this episode to a close. Just going to talk to Ezekiel one more time.
Word of your victory over Despot Zorak and Warlord Baelor has spread like pollen over the city. An uprising is in the wind. Mantis fights Mantis, and sister battles sister. As more and more join the fifth column, there will be blood, but we have hope. The good Mantises can follow the starlight out of the shadow, but you must study a brighter light to face the Shadow Queen. To be truthful, I thought the Solar Arc was a myth, but you have shown me many impossible things. So I delved into the archives. The chronicles say, before approaching the Solar Arc, one must meditate at the 3 fountains of the land. However, Baelor had the fountains turned off. Speak to Nadeza, for she knows how to restore them. I will research more.
Well, how about that? That is going to wrap up the 17th episode. We're getting close. It's just 3 more after this one, so for the time being, thank y'all for watching. There's a lot that's on fire all of a sudden. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all